Welcome into Taco Bowler Gaming. My name is Taco Bowler. Today we continue our run playing as Scandinavia, going for all of the Swedish achievements, and hopefully getting very, very close. And like I said, in the last one we went through the last part of 1626 off screen. We almost won the war in that amount of time, but we did break up Milan. We don't have the CB against Milan for Expanded Empire, but we do against Parma. So we can do that once the truce is over. Obviously, they're under truce, as long as that can happen. But yes, January 1, we immediately ticked over, and we can now spend 961 to get military tech 19 early. That'll give us a little bit of unbalanced research, too. We also can call a new ally in as of January, which is very surprising. That will let us get Reform the Military, which brings us the event, the Allotment System of Scandinavia. The Allotment System is an organization system for the military which enables the quick mobilization of the country. Every 10th man between the ages of 15 and 44 will be conscripted as a permanent part of the national infantry, while the nobility, exempted from their taxes, have to provide with the cavalry. Due to this system, the usage of mercenaries has become less necessary, as now there is a standing army for Sweden. Eventually, the allotment system received a new reformation, which makes the recruitment of potential soldiers province-based instead of the villages. Every province of the Swedish Empire has to contribute a regiment of 12,000 Carolean units for the Swedish army. So the reform modifiers here, I think it enacts that reform, are manpower and primary culture provinces there, you can see. And we gain 5% professionalism. That's good. Great. So let's go over here and take a look at the Tier 5 reform allotment system. Oh, that's what it was. Okay. So now I gotta figure out what I'm doing to raise up the Caroleans. I'm just going here, and do I have to hit a button here? Is it a Merc company? There it is. So I can only have 31 right now. Up to 10% of our total Carolean cultures provinces. Development of 317. Okay. Swedish and Finnish culture. The amount possible depends on the development of the provinces. So I need 800 development in Swedish and Finnish culture provinces. Okay. So that's the way the system works. So we're gonna work with that, and I'll be back when I can do a little bit more with it, or when we start getting some reforms somewhere in there. Okay, we are now past the date. We can annex Ulm for 79 Diplo power. Of course, we're at minus 39 right now, but yes, we can annex Ulm here quickly. Okay. We have now integrated Ulm. It's a slow process, but it happens. That gives us 5 here. I'm probably just going to delete those. That's fine. Can I change this to Swedish? Theoretically, I could. Theoretically, I could. We're not going to do that, though. We took Ulm for one reason and one reason only. This is grassland. Let's get rid of that fort. That was the Ulm minister. We must accept the culture of the owner, Swabian. We cannot do that, so we are actually going to have to do this. So, I guess we can't quite utilize this yet. Yes, we can. Now we can integrate Swabian. So once we have 93 Diplo power, we will utilize that, and then that will hopefully greatly increase our stuff. Although I do have a bit of a problem with free cities, that I only have 10 and can't seem to figure out how to get more into is at war. Okay. But we'll figure that out when that time comes. Let's go ahead. That has been part of why Imperial Authority has grown a little bit less than we had hoped. But that's okay. So we're going to go ahead and play through a little bit here to get the Imperial Authority up. See if I can't grab a few more free cities. It's mainly just that they're a monarchy. And they don't like that. Let's get that manpower recovery speed now. Ferrara just annexed that. I was hoping to make them a free city. You just upped and annexed them. Uncool. Are there only 8 free cities? Bosnia down here. Let's improve relations with you. They have no legal heir. So yeah, it's a matter of getting this up to 50. That threatened attitude matters a little bit. But, yeah, that's what it's really about here. Trying to get that going. And it's just, this is not changing. So, yeah, that's a little bit of an issue. Not overly certain I remember how to change this here. Let's influence the right nation. Oldenburg. Oldenburg's at 31. That moves him to 33. It doesn't really change that much. Alright. But we're at 50. That was the purpose of this little section. But there's just no one in favor. So we'll go back offline here and we'll try to move toward the next something, whatever we're getting. Okay. We have accepted Ulm's culture here. And now we can spend all the money we have to try and get this going forward as quick as possible. There it is. It is complete. So the other prestige goes up, tolerance of true faith goes up, but imperial authority from free cities plus 20%. Which is fantastic. I love it. And we'll go ahead and grab that there. We are still not quite there, but we're at 5, 4, and 48 against, so. Württemberg. I was going to say, haven't we been over this? Constance. Alright, looks like we're headed for war, and that might wind up being a benefit to us. We might wind up being able to get one of those free cities back. But that'll happen offline. We'll check back in later. Okay. So we had to get up near 65 imperial authority because we're not German and stuff like that, but we can finally move down the centralization path. So we're good there. Let's check and see if anyone has become more willing to become a free city. Answer is no. Bosnia is not big enough for starters, but Constance just frustratingly no. Oh well. We'll get there eventually, I'm sure. Okay. Well, we're not nearly as far as I'd hoped to be by the end of this episode. But I think this is an important enough moment. We have an opportunity to attack Gelre, with it is allied here to France. And as an opportunity I cannot pass up, and I kind of think that a war with France probably is pretty important for you all to see. Alright, let's actually stop everyone, because looks like we can actually come into Berg. Here, we got some problems on the east side. So we've lost Berg. Our election chances did go down a little bit. That's a thing. That's a thing. We should definitely be doing this a little bit. We've been neglecting our allies. Come on in over here. There's a fourth one somewhere. There it is. In Frankfurt. United in prayer. Sure. Oh, Mulhouse already is a free city. I'm sure no one wants to be a free city. Oh well. Be going so much faster if it was. Oh yeah, we had to take a loan or something. Forget what it was. The Gaelic peasants have been causing problems too. Alright, we've won this siege. Good, good. I guess we'll just come on back here. Alright, here we go. Berg. Dude. Uncool. Why are they that much of a problem? I think this is the problem. We don't have this fort down here. So we'll head for that fort. Frankfurt. Not sure why that came up. Diplomacy. Right, we don't have a diplomat. I knew that. Well, we should get one. We should definitely get one. And there we go. Third Holy Roman intervention? I mean, yeah, it's like if you're just counting mine, but did no one intervene on anything before that? Ever? Seems off. French army does exist. That feels worth noting. The French are not stuck in their colonies or anything. said, they're pretty much alone at this point as well. We've pretty well taken them out. So let's head over here. I'm not sure what I want to do to France is the thing. Besides, you know, obviously something. We could try to take some of this. Oh. Oh. Definitely we can eventually do this. They're not going to make us wait for a fort. That sounds lovely. Let's go back. Thank you. All right, Berg. Come on now. Now you will. Good. All three taken care of. Excellent. That'll help. I like how I just don't care about Muscovy anymore. They were a legit threat. Now, not so much. Alright, well, let's take those two on down there. And I'm going to take the ones that are not on Paris. And I guess we'll bring them on down there. We'll take those two forts there. I'm not sure how much I'm actually going to need to take to get this 25 war score. Other than I'm going to have to take something. Infantry combat ability, please tell me we still have 40. Because that would stink if we didn't. Yes. It's like, I'm going as fast as I can getting these things. Leave me be. I think when we take their capital, maybe if we take these other forts, we should be good on this. And then we'll make Gelre pay. They don't have any other friends, right? Nope. No, they do not. Could also take some stuff from the Ivory Coast instead. Just barely don't have 10 war score. Is legitimately close. So one more fort and we'll have the 10 war score, and then we'll figure out from there. Paris, that qualifies. So one more fort. Not quite enough that they're willing to give in. But we're getting very, very close. Come on. What's going on here? Something big happening, but no. Yeah, we're getting closer. What we take of this? Any of these three forts fall, that would be really helpful. Hint, hint. Alas, it does not. Does not seem to wish to do so. Ah, two of them fell. And that wasn't enough. Of course not. There's another one. Is that enough? No, we're very, very close. There's another fort down here. In that region. think once we just get on these forts here, they're gonna carpet siege behind. Yeah, that's enough right there. Excellent. I say some of those should be gone. Alright, we're going to let my armies roll through again, but I guess this isn't even the end of the episode. We'll cut to something else interesting happening. Okay, we have 83 Imperial Authority, which is too much, but we've just fought a war with Venice. So we're going to grab curtail the Imperial lease. That will increase our Imperial growth modifier by 25%. So upon the next month, we should start seeing a lot of this going up. Maybe. Or not. Oh, it's 0.52 and then further modified by those things, so maybe. The war that we were fighting was over Parma, but Parma wound up occupied by Milan, so we'll cover that here. We'll get that back, but other than that, continue on. The Age of Absolutism stuff. Yeah, we'll continue on. Okay. After a whole bunch of culture conversions and a whole bunch of development, all sorts of nonsense, in 1649, behind on technology, we finally have 80 force limit for Caroleans, or whatever they're called. Carolean, and we can recruit the final one into our illustrious army. Yeah, you can become a march. And there it is. We have gotten Super Trooper. There it is. So at this point, all I'm doing now is going for Imperial Authority. We should be able to get this one in a bit. I've got some truces coming up where we can try and add some states down here into the Empire, which I think will be good. Once this is cored, we can release Aquila again, or return it. I don't want to return it to Venice. We'll release Aquila. But, yeah, that's where we're at. We're going to continue to try and get some Imperial Authority. And then I'll bring you back when probably when we're revoking the privilege, unless something very interesting happens. So I guess I'll see you then. Okay, we have this War of Imperial Conquest, which is a lot. I'm actually going to take this one. And here we go. Joined the Empire, this province is not a part of the Empire, right? I don't know if that's going to be a part of the Empire or not, but we should now have enough, and we do. One more to go. Okay. We now have Genoa here. We can bring them into the Empire. That's going to give us up to 62. And that's not quite enough. But we're going to get close here, so I'm going to bring my armies back home. Back there. And while we're waiting for some more Imperial Authority, I'll just go ahead and kind of begin to end this thing. I enjoyed it. We had a couple of... well, we are elected Emperor. But that's, quite interesting. We'll just do that. Yeah, we have a Regency for a little bit. But yeah, I enjoyed it. There were a couple of moments where I was very frustrated with Muscovy or Muscovy beating me, or the Center of Reformation that popped up randomly when I wasn't wanting to do that. There are elements that I was frustrated in, but that makes a good game, right? You don't want, well, sometimes you want, but you don't. I don't want a game where I'm just doing, nothing. There it is. We're gonna revoke the privilege. I think because they're a vassal now. Yeah, they're a vassal. And that is a symbol instructions needed. Yeah, I enjoyed this. We got 4 achievements, which is amazing. And I would encourage anyone to try out this New Sweden patch, New Sweden mission tree. It's an amazing mission tree. So, yeah, this was great, and I look forward to whatever we do next. We're still in September, so next will be recorded like 3 months from now for me. So I don't know what I'll be feeling doing then, but I have certainly have enjoyed playing this one, and I hope you've enjoyed watching it, and I'll see you next time.